Hello everyone, my name is Miss Marilyn and welcome to story time. We're going to get started the way we always do by shaking our sillies out. You guys ready? We're going to shake, shake, shake our sillies out, shake, shake, shake our sillies out, shake, shake, shake our sillies out and wiggle our waggles away. We're going to clap, clap, clap our crazies out, clap, clap, clap our crazies out, clap, clap, clap our crazies out and wiggle our waggles away. We're gonna stretch, stretch, stretch our stretchies out, stretch, stretch, stretch our stretchies out, stretch, stretch, stretch our stretchies out and wiggle our waggles away. We're gonna yawn, yawn, yawn our yawnies out, yawn, yawn, yawn our yawnies out, yawn, yawn, yawn our yawnies out and wiggle our waggles away. Good job, guys. Now we're ready to read some stories. And today, we're going to read stories about outer space to celebrate the new Mars Rover Perseverance that just landed safely. So let's go ahead and get started. Our first story is called How to Catch a Star. Every night, the boy watched the stars from his window and wished he could have one of his very own. He dreamed of how this star would be his friend. They would play hide and go seek and take long walks together. The boy decided that he would try to catch one. He thought that getting up early in the morning would be best because then the star would be tired from being up in the sky all night. The next day he set out at sunrise, but he couldn't see a star anywhere. So he sat down and waited for one to appear. He waited and he waited. And then he ate lunch, and he waited, and after dinner he waited some more, and finally, just before the sun was about to go away, he saw a star. The boy tried to jump at it and grab it, but he could not jump high enough. So very carefully he climbed to the top of the tallest tree he could find. But the star was still out of reach. He thought he might lasso the star with a life preserver from his father's boat. But it was much too heavy for him to carry. If only he could fly up in a spaceship and just grab the star. But the only spaceship he owned was made of paper, and it didn't fly very well. Perhaps he could get a seagull to try and help him fly up into the sky to reach his star. But the only seagull he could find did not want to help. The boy was worried that he would never catch a star. But just then he noticed something floating in the water. It was the prettiest star he had ever seen. It was just a baby star. It must have fallen from the sky. He tried to fish it out with his hands, but when the boy reached in to touch the star, it just rippled through his fingers. It was only a reflection. Now the boy was sad, but in his heart, the wish just wouldn't give up, and slowly he began walking home. And that's when he saw it washed up on the bright golden sand. A star. What kind of star is that? That's a sea star. The boy had got a star of his very own. The end. Looks like he got his star friend after all. Well, speaking of stars, we're going to go ahead and sing a little song, and I bet you guys know this song. It's called Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. You guys ready? Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Up above the world so high, like a diamond in the sky. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how I wonder what you are. Good job, guys. Thanks for singing with me. Well, we're on to our next story, and this story is about something else that lives in outer space. It's called No Astro, and it's about an asteroid. Everyone knows that asteroids are a rather rambunctious group. Well, most asteroids. All Astro wanted was for his own personal outer space to be respected, as it had been for millions of years. "Greetings, celestial wanderer," said Astro to an approaching satellite. "Please keep your distance. You stay in your orbit and I'll stay in mine. It's one of the core rules of the cosmos, you know." "And yet you've come closer," he said to the satellite. "Good gravity, you've struck me," he hollered. Astro was understandably distraught, but before he could point out to the satellite that it had done considerable damage to one of his favorite craters, he began to spin. "Pluto's revenge, that rotating rogue, seems to have knocked me out of orbit," he said. "Oh, this is humiliating," he said as he spun. Astro found himself in unknown territory. When an asteroid leaves its orbit, it hurtles through space at an unpredictable path, reaching unstoppable speeds until... "Why, I'd never," he said. Oh, but he did. Astro was starting to gain speed. "Hi, Mars," he called. "Bye, Mars," he said as he passed by. Meanwhile, an Earth girl named Nova was enjoying a quiet night of stargazing when something caught her eye. It was Astro! "Pardon me," he said as he flew by an astronaut. As Astro zoomed past the moon, he realized with a sudden clarity how and where his journey would end. What planet is that? We know which one. "I don't like confrontation," he said as he flew towards Earth. Astro began to break apart as he entered the Earth's atmosphere. "Ooh, it tickles," he said. Oh no, what's about to happen? Smash! Astro opened one eye and then the other. He was certainly smaller, but still in one piece. "My stars," he muttered. "Dare I say it was fun? What on earth shall we do next?" he said. The end. All right, we've got a nice little rhyme for you guys now. Let's see. I brought some stars with me today. Let's see how many I have. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what colors are our stars? We have white, blue, yellow, and red. So there were 4 little stars winking at me. One of them shot off. And then there were, how many? 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 little stars with nothing to do. One of them shot off. And then there were 2. 2 little stars afraid of the sun. Another one shot off. And then there was 1. 1. One little star alone is not much fun. It shot off. And then there were none. 0. No more stars. All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and read our next story. And this story is called Mars's First Friends. Come on over, rovers. In a sky full of stars, Mars glowed fiery red. He longed for someone to have adventures with, discover new things, laugh, and share secrets with. Just to be with. Yes, he was one of his 8 in his solar system family, but no one ever had time for him. Mars was sad and bored and lonely. So Mars went to the sun. "Dad," he said, Can I have a pet of my own, a friend I can play with? But the sun pointed out their family, and he already had a pet, Pluto. Neptune and Uranus keep Pluto all to themselves, complained Mars. They stay way out there where it's really cold and it's too far away for me to go by myself. I want my own pet. The sun sighed. A pet is a big responsibility, he said. It's not all fun, and someone has to keep it in orbit. Mars promised he would love and care for it, but the sun could not be moved. You have 7 siblings, he said firmly. You can play with one of them. Mars sighed and set out in search of a playmate. Hey, Saturn, he greeted his sister. Can I do hula hoops with you? But Saturn preferred to swing her rings alone. Disappointed but determined, Mars headed for Jupiter. How about a little hide and seek, he asked. But Jupiter was too busy juggling his many moons. He just didn't have time. Mars had high hopes for a game with Earth. He was closest to her, after all. I'd like to, Mars, said Earth with a yawn, but I just put half of the humans to bed and the other half wake up, and I'm so tired. Maybe later. Next, Mars approached his sister, Venus. Are you feeling up for a game? Mars asked. I don't think so, Red, said Venus. My temperature is too high. I think I'm going to need to rest for a bit. Mars didn't bother asking Mercury. He was too young for games, and he always stayed by Sun's side. I told you, Dad, said Mars, disappointed. No one will play. But wait, what's that over there? Something was coming. 2 little spacecrafts hurtled into Mars's atmosphere at 12,000 miles per hour, glowing like embers as hot as the sun. They came closer and closer, and then the pieces that had kept them safe and snug for millions of miles dropped away in stages. As the little craft's parachute popped out to slow them for landing, Mars wondered what they could be. What was that? Mars asked as the lander thumped onto its surface. It bumped and bounced, tipped and tumbled until it drifted to a stop in a cloud of ruby dust. And the other would do the same. These are for me? He wondered aloud. As the airbags fell away, 2 rovers from Earth emerged. Mars's heart skipped with excitement. Could they become his new best friends? Would he have someone to play with after all? Pets, he exclaimed. Not just 1, but 2. Thank you, Earth, he shouted to his sister. The whole family thought you'd like them, said Earth. The rovers raced about exploring their new home. After a long journey, they were eager to play. Spirit and Opportunity were interested in everything, and Mars laughed at how curious they were. They tickled when they roamed in and out of his craters. He thought it was funny that they liked to collect rocks. And they played together in a red dust storm he sent out. Mars had never had so much fun. He curled up that night with Spirit and Opportunity snuggled close. I promise I'll give you a good home, always, Mars whispered to his new pets. You're the best. And who knows, he thought as he drifted off to sleep, maybe more pets would come his way in the future. The end. Well, he did just get a new pet, didn't he? All right, so we're going to sing another song, and this song is to the tune of The Farmer in the Dell, and it's called The Earth Turns Around. So for this song, can you guys get your arms moving like this? We're going to do a little bit of turning. The earth turns around, the earth turns around. Once a day, every day, the earth turns around. Now, can you guys hold out your finger? This is going to be the Earth now. And what goes around the Earth? The moon. Ready? The moon goes round the Earth. The moon goes round the Earth. Once a month, every month, the moon goes round the Earth. What's bigger? The sun. So can you guys hold out a fist? And then this is going to be our new Earth, teeny tiny next to the sun. The Earth goes round the sun. The earth goes round the sun. Once a year, every year, the Earth goes round the sun. And last, what's up in space? We already talked about them. Stars. Can you do little twinkles for stars? The stars are all around. The stars are all around. Here and there and everywhere, the stars are all around. Good job, guys. Thanks for singing with me. I've got one more story for you. And this one is called Rover Throws a Party. July 7th, rise and shine. Time to capture another sunrise. On Mars, sunrises and sunsets appear blue. July 28th, another morning, another trek up Mount Sharp. Wow, what a view! July 29th, took a selfie with a dust devil. He really dug my invitation. Twisters form on Mars just the same as they do on Earth, when a rising, rotating vortex of hot air sucks up dust and dirt from the ground. July 30th, maneuvered across rocky terrain to collect soil samples. Found a pet rock too. Wanted tiny party hat. The rover scoops and shakes a small amount of soil into its belly, which is equipped with a mini oven. Once heated, the dust breaks down, giving off fumes, and the fumes are analyzed for hints of organic compounds. July 31st, zapping meteorites with my chem laser and dreaming of birthday candles. Oops. August 1st, dance break. Radio transmission to Earth is a success. It takes approximately 20 minutes for a radio transmission from Mars to reach Earth. August 2nd, it's Say Cheese Picture Day. I've been trying out all 17 of my cameras. Want to get them working for my big party. Because the rover's arm isn't long enough to capture the entire robot in one shot, a series of images is stitched together to make a self-portrait. August 3rd, regional dust storm. Thank goodness my big bash is still 2 days away. Dust covers can be flipped during regional dust events to protect the rover's optics or camera lenses. August 4th, prepping my broom in case anybody wants to drop by. Say tomorrow, 2 o'clock. Got that, universe? August 5th, happy Mars-iversary to me! I landed on August 5th, 2012. Hey NASA, how about a virtual cake? Did you know that a Martian soul lasts 24 hours, 39 minutes, and 35 seconds? That makes the day 40 minutes longer on Mars than on Earth. Oh, a song would be great. Okay, a card. I would love a card. Anyone? Ah! Oh, spooked by my own shadow. That happens when you're the only one on the planet. Nothing to see here, just me, all alone, sweeping rover tracks. Another rover, I repeat, another rover! How does my antenna look? This is the best party ever! Everyone knows that rovers throw the best parties in the universe. Time to power down. Rover to Central Command, requesting buddy backup for tomorrow's tasks. The engineers who control the rovers work through the night to plan and code every second of the rover's day in advance. The end. There's Mars Rover. All right. Well, thank you for listening to all of my stories today. So we're going to go ahead and sing our closing song. We're going to sing If You're Happy and You Know It. Ready? If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, pat your knees. If you're happy and you know it, pat your knees. If you're happy and you know it, your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, pat your knees. If you're mad and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're mad and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're mad and you know it, your face will surely show it. If you're mad and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, beep your nose, beep, beep. If you're happy and you know it, beep your nose, beep, beep. If you're happy and you know it, your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, beep your nose, beep, beep. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! If you're happy and you know it, your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, shout hooray, hooray! Good job, guys. Thanks for singing along with me. Have a great day. Bye.